Well, it's official. Mullets are making a comeback.
That's according to our mate Lucas, and let's be honest, Teagues, nobody wants that.
Except maybe Lucas. But so is the Royal Enfield Classic, and it's getting a modern makeover with its 650cc engine that is sure to turn heads and mullets.
So recent spy shots from the UK have revealed a not-so-camouflaged motorcycle that looks suspiciously like a new 650 from Royal Enfield. And it's not just any 650, this one is a classic.
Yeah. So let's just talk about first impressions. It's really hard to tell. I mean, it's one photo that we've seen everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's pretty blurry, but let's go for it. What can we see?
You can definitely see the 650 engine. There's nothing out of the ordinary. It just looks like a 650 version of their classic 350.
Yeah, with that beautiful teardrop tank that does look pretty great.
And did you notice the hand-painted logo on the tank?
Oh, you got some good eyes there.
Yeah, it was a bit blurry, but I reckon that's a nice old-school hand-painted logo. I hope that makes it into the production bike.
Yeah.
You would think that the versions that are in that spy shot are production bikes because they've got indicators, they've got number plates.
Yeah.
So I reckon they're actually all pretty close to what the final bike would look like.
Yeah.
So for this one, no piano black like on the shotgun. It's all polished alloy, which is, that's what the classic 350 had. I think it looks like it's a great idea.
Yeah. And in terms of the colour as well, I really like that maroon.
Yeah.
Maroon? I
Burgundy?
love burgundy. Let's go burgundy. I love the burgundy colour. I actually really
Nice
like
two-tone.
Yeah, that two-tone is really nice.
Yeah, I mean, real old school looking colourway. I'd assume that it's like a burgundy and cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, which just looks top notch.
And the one at the back just looks like kind of like a silver.
Well, I reckon it's the chrome. I reckon they've gone with that. I think the classic 350 had a classic chrome in chrome and red. This one looks like it's chrome and black.
Okay.
So maybe it's chrome and black with some nice gold hand-painted pinstripes. But yeah, it definitely looks like a chrome bike. The two of them in the back there look like a chrome bike.
Yeah. So I noticed the exhaust is that same shotgun pea shooter exhaust.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same except it's in polished, not black.
Yes, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks like a nice little exhaust. And I know the one on the shotgun sounded great, so you'd imagine this would sound pretty good as well.
Yes, and then I also noticed it's got those very functional front and rear guards that look really nice. They're quite stylish still, but God, I do love a functional
mudguard.
Mudguard.
Yeah, I think this is the only bike that I like a big-looking mudguard on.
Yeah.
Because it just works with the style of the bike. It looks exactly like the ones off the classic 350.
Yep.
So I think, that works. And I really liked, you can see the little classic-styled nacelle.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see the little sort of hood at the front there. It looks like there's the classic-styled nacelle off the classic 350. Different to the one that they had on the shotgun, which was their Neo nacelle. So I think that's, everything just looks like a 650 version of the classic 350.
From what I can tell, the foot pegs look very similar to the positioning on the shotgun.
Yeah.
So you're going to have that sort of in between, not super in front of you like foot position, but still quite a
so the Interceptor.
nice position.
So the Interceptor, the foot pegs are slightly set back.
Yep.
And the Continental GT more so, and then the Super Meteor right the way forward. So this is probably very much like the shotgun sort of ride position, which we both really liked. I think Lucas liked it as well. Twin shocks on the rear. They look like the ones off the shotgun, but it's a conventional fork on the front. So I'll be really interested to see whether they've gone with suspension by Showa, because that was a big thing with the shotgun.
So I know that you did an interview not that long ago with Adrian Sellers, who
when I was down
designer.
for the press launch. Yeah,
that's right. For the shotgun?
Yep.
Yeah, so did he give you any hints, and is it sort of coming out any truth to what he said about?
So when I had a chat to him, he also hinted there was another 650 coming out at some point this year. But he also said that each of those bikes has a slightly different tune.
Okay.
Just to make them ride a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So the shotgun was a little bit more sprightly than, say, the Super Meteor. Mm-hmm. So I would think the tune on this bike is probably going to be closer to the Super Meteor.
Okay.
Just a little bit more relaxed, because it's that kind of bike.
Yeah.
I don't think...
It's that cool bike that you just
100%.
putt around.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's still 650. I mean, so I know we've only got the one spy shot. Is there any kind of hint of when it's going to be released?
Well, no, there's not. But I reckon my thoughts are that it's going to be released at EICMA, which is in November.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Pretty
November, EICMA in Milan.
So I know that there's been whispers of this bike coming out for quite a while, and actually even longer of people asking for this bike. So do you think they're a bit slow in releasing it?
Look, yes and no. This is such an important bike for the brand historically.
Yeah.
And it's one they had to get right.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they've taken their time releasing it. And also it's very different to the other 650s. So when they were released, they were marketed as like the new Royal Enfield.
Yeah.
But this one really plays on Royal Enfield's heritage. And I reckon it should sell pretty well. In fact, I reckon it's going to be probably the biggest selling Royal Enfield after the new Himalayan 450.
Ooh.
It's something that so many people my age and, riders like me have been asking for a long time.
Yeah.
Look, I love the Interceptor. I love the Continental GT. I own a Continental GT. I really like the Super Meteor, really like the Shotgun. But this is one
And
that's
the Meteor.
yeah, and the Meteor. But this is one that's it's just got that cool old school Royal Enfield vibe, and I think it'll do really well.
Yeah.
So we've ridden and reviewed all of the bikes in the Royal Enfield 650 lineup and a couple of their others, and you can check out those videos over here.